Well,
hello.
We're a touch late. We had to take the VHS out of the VCR and blow on it and put it back in, and then it worked.
It wouldn't be a Beers and Bucks podcast if there wasn't some technical difficulties involved.
Yeah.
But this one, they quick fix on this one. We got good sound, Sammy. We're good to go.
Just rub a little dirt
Ask
on
all the normal questions for our 22nd episode of Beers and Bucks, the Gettin Sheddy edition with the old shed dog himself, the shedless Youper.
I'm not proud. Well, the only time I've gone shed hunting this year, none of the bucks had dropped their sheds yet.
That makes it harder to find sheds.
See, when they're attached to their heads, then you got to chase them down.
That's it.
And I'll get physical with one and knock them off. I have to, but I didn't see any. So
I took Veda shed hunting. She wore her helmet. She didn't want to get branched. And when we got done, we didn't find any sheds either. And she told me it was because they're still wearing them, Daddy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think you're onto something there. That video kills me, though. She literally wore her pink bike helmet because the last time, I mean, if you've ever shed on with your kid and you're carrying them on your back, like, it's a vulnerable position. Mm-hmm. They're getting branched and sticked, and she still got slapped in the face. So next time she'll have to have like a full frontal face mask on. But maybe you ought to try the helmet.
Yeah, I mean, I wear a helmet most days when I'm out and about. Just
you dodging your?
Yeah, you never know.
You dodging this thing?
This thing's sketchy. Well,
he was like,
you know, this thing's about to go. If this thing makes it the entire episode without falling over,
I think the guys set you up. They were trying to just cover up as much of your face as they possibly could.
It's okay. Well, I was monkeying with it before the show, and yeah, we're still gonna have some challenges here. This is Riley's thing. It's like, he buys us this fancy thing. Just give me a 2x4.
I remember when Timmy promised us some new chairs, and I'm still sitting on the floor here in this old ghetto chair that
These things are not ideal.
These were in some office on The Office back in like 1984, and they rolled them in here, and here they are. I also feel like I'm 3 feet tall, which isn't that far off, but.
Well, I will make true at some point and get new chairs.
Right.
They'll be nice.
Timmy's a visionary. He loves having the vision. He just needs that integrator in his life. So I need to just go buy the damn chairs, pretty much.
Well, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
It's either that or I have to cash my confirmation check.
Oh God.
You know.
Somebody asked.
Like a dragon sitting on the.
You still get your confirmation money? Oh yeah. So the beer of choice tonight is Lemon Breaker, baby. Lemon Breaker means it's officially spring. We got a foot of snow last week, so it seems about right. But our favorite hop and barrel, they're on for year number 2 with us. We're not sure why, but here they are, and they finally sent us a whole bunch of Lemon Breaker. If you've never been to Wisconsin, you've never had Lemon Breaker, this is probably a reason just to come here.
It's a good beer. I'm still, like, the Minnesotan, still my jam.
It's a good beer, he says.
But Lemon Breaker is good.
When I look around the room, everybody's drinking Lemon Breaker.
That's good. More Minnesotan.
Everybody that's of age, that is.
Yeah.
Is JJ of age?
No.
Oh, I got 3 underagers here.
Jeez.
Got a new guy in town, JJ. Little Jake Jr.
Sipping some lemonade.
Lemonade for the boys.
You can't have too much, though. He gets squirrely. He starts banging on doors. Like, people are in the bathroom.
I know. He'll walk right in on you if you're not careful.
Yeah, walk in. You're trying to...
Start calling him Nosy Jake.
Yeah.
Snoopy Jake.
Tutu Jake.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that is a true story. Someone was using the facilities today. And
Jake just walked right in there. The door wasn't locked, but it was shut.
But when you're in a public place, you got to lock the door.
Public?
Like, you're in a room with a bunch of people, the door could be shut. Like, but you give it the courtesy tap tap.
When the lights are on and the door's closed, you give her the old tap tap.
You know how awkward it is though when you like go to open the door and it is locked and they're like occupied, and then you just like scurry and you kind of stand like 10 feet away.
So
like, wasn't me.
Here's the question. We should save it for rapid fire, but I'm gonna ask it now. Is it more awkward to be the guy on the pot or the guy walking in? Honestly.
Probably the guy walking.
I think so too.
Yeah, I
think so too.
I would be really concerned.
Yeah, I mean, you get red face, you're like, God dang it! Like, ugh. And the guy in there's like, door was locked there, door was shut there, dumbass, and walks away, and it's like,
yeah, you're over there. You still got to do the deed too.
Right. I mean,
like, he probably had to drop one.
He runs away, and then somebody else gets in line in front of him. It's like, then he walks in on them and does it again.
Uphill battle.
Just one of those days. Yeah, it's weird. The walker. See, it's 100% the walker. I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I can speak from experience.
I can tell you from experience at the Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo that there is a lot of heat getting dropped in there too. But that was a good show overall.
That's an interesting way to intro into that conversation. But it was not a place where you. Oof.
Yeah, it was not good.
I mean, when guys are walking around with both arms and 5 bush lights in each one, you know the bathroom's not going to be a fun place to be.
It was a good time, though, overall. The Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo, it showed up, and we had a snowstorm coming in on Sunday, and Saturday, apparently the traffic was backed up on the interstate like 20 minutes to just get in to the show, and tons of people came by, and yeah, it was awesome to see everybody, and a lot of support. So
it was
really
absolutely. It's we call it our hometown show. It's our closest show. Actually, it's not. The Minnesota one's closer to home, but Wisconsin's our home state, and it was a record for us as far as attendance and people and all the things. It was kind of the end of the end of the first part of our show season. Spencer and the guys have been all over the country for the last 3 months, just hanging out with everybody. NWTF, and we did Ohio and Iowa and Minnesota and Wisconsin. I sound like I'm from there. And what's next? The World Deer Expo, I think, in July in Alabama. So a little bit of time off the road, and then we'll do a couple in Texas at the end of the year. And then next year, it looks like we're going to do the big one down over in PA. So going to add those 10 days to the plans. So another busy year, but those shows are so fun because it's finally a chance for us to kind of sit back and see what the plots have done and meet people face to face, and it's just a super fun time to hear all the stories. We were talking the other day in the shop, like I think it was Spencer and Cam, I'm not sure, and I was filling a jug of Big Sexy, and I looked at the guys and said, do you think a booner will be killed over this? And then just passed it on, and they're like, how many booners do you think were killed in domain plots last year? And we don't hear about a lot of them, but at these shows, like 5 guys in Wisconsin walked in and was like, look at this 200-inch deer I killed, or this whatever. And it's like, I wonder how many deer were killed in 2023 over domain plots. I couldn't guess. Thousands. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? When you see it from the start to the finish, and we get to go to the show and actually see like what somebody did. That's
energizing.
Oh yeah. For us, it's the icing on the cake. So thanks for coming out, and thanks for hanging with us, and it was a ton of fun, minus the blizzard. We got out of there just lickety split, but finally figured out who came up next to you at the stoplight in Hudson. Ooh,
Zach Werner said we was listening to your podcast the other day. I looked up and the tan domain truck was next to me.
Thanks, Zach. I was at the stoplight and I had the sense of someone looking at me. I looked to my right and I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. You had the old earbuds in, listen to the old podcast. I'm going to send Zach a hat.
Zach, you get a hat.
I should be able to just throw it across the parking lot. I think he works next door.
We did have that. Zach gets a hat. That almost rhymes.
Yeah. Write that down, Sam. We're going to send him a hat.
We did have that where if you see the domain trailer and you send a picture of it, we send you a gift. And I
never sent a gift.
Like we have not sent one, like not even a gift.
But that year we literally drove it to Kentucky and back.
We were all over the place.
If we would have done it this year, it would have been different because that sucker was everywhere. So we'll have to work on that. We've got a lot to work on. You can for us seed switchgrass dirt. And that new RC is really good in Kentucky, I'm telling you. Head it to your farms that you've got long leases on. We've got a fun rapid fire round planned for today too. We'll get to it in a little bit. But if you haven't, go to our original post earlier today on our Facebook page and throw a question in there. You can enter to win whatever Timmy's got to give away today. We're going to give away a couple prizes. We love our rapid fire round.
Away.
Timmy likes just giving stuff away. It's good. It's a time of year for giving.
It is. I feel we're almost to April. It's my birthday month.
Love that.
You know.
Timmy's birthday month. Big celebration.
You're going to feel fast.
What are you going to do for your birthday, Timmy?
Move.
That is true.
Literally, that's what I'm going to do. But
it'll be nice to be settled.
Move into the new house, crack a beer.
Settle into the new environs where you can hunt out your back door.
Yeah, probably put a little bad habit out, maybe a little pregame.
And you can do that in Hudson
I can do that.
for wildlife viewing purposes.
Yep.
Just to clarify for any of you.
Yeah. Well,
Keyboard bandits.
It's going to go back out there and
Oh, yeah.
get the deer coming in. Let Colton start seeing some deer
Oh,
out
yeah.
back.
See, man, I love that. Veda loves it. She'll go and have her little breakfast and watch outside and look at the deer, smashing pregame, because I can do it legally. My 2 gallons at a time.
Duke's birthday is April 15th. Mine's the 11th, Stuart. So, yeah, like, come on up.
I think
Maybe
for your
he can cook
birthday-
us some food.
I think you should grow a mullet like Duke for your birthday.
I would try. I could grow it in the back. I'm actually pretty
You
disappointed.
could grow a
too.
mullet.
Oh, I could, and it curls.
It'd be amazing. And then you'd have this thing in front.
My bangs?
Yeah.
I can grow my bangs, and then it grows really thick in back. And then, the stash was actually coming in pretty good. I had a pretty important meeting today, so I shaved up, but I'm kind of disappointed. I should have just came in with the stash today.
If you let your hair grow out for 9 months, I'll remove my swing that I get at you.
9 months is a long time. I'd go 1 month.
I'd rather just smack you with a broom handle.
I did whack Mike with a broom handle one time. It was 10 years ago.
It was.
Forget about it, but it's been looming over me.
It's nice to have leverage.
It's not good. Let's transition a little bit to.
Shed hunting?
I don't want to talk shed hunting. I haven't been able to go shed hunting.
This is the Gettin Sheddy version.
Yeah, I mean, Jake was telling me he found 36
Jake found a lot of sheds in Kentucky. We went to Kentucky, helped Brian scout some new farms. You see, Timmy, when you put the work in the off season, you get rewarded during season. So I had to go put my work in, so I get rewarded this fall. Setting up stands and finding my new target deer down there. So got to bring the old buck home.
Old horseshoe.
Hey, I mean, Brian has people in town to kill deer, and I just do what I'm told. Sit here, shoot.
I tried.
You did. You tried hard. We saw the donkey tree, which was good.
Was my apple still there?
It was not. Your apple lasted 1 day. I'm pretty sure it fell out before we left.
Did you get me a book?
I got you a book. You're in it.
I know I'm in it.
Which is nice. Marcus is in it with his onesie. Everybody made the book this year. So even Sammy made the book.
Gets me amped up. Do we have copies of it?
I've got one in my office.
I was in your office earlier. Didn't think
It's laying on the.
I made the book. I didn't kill a deer. Next year, killing a deer.
They want us to go live for the broom smack. Oh, I mean, that would be amazing. My only concern is breaking both of your legs, and I mean that sincerely.
I gave you 80%.
That's all you had, huh?
That's all I had.
I mean, I know the word Coors Light is bad but this was 10 years ago when Hop and Barrel didn't exist. And thankfully, we were both full of them.
Yes.
Because when I woke up the next day, my legs hurt.
I gave it to you pretty good. But that's also, it's initiation to come into the Shoots family. You got to take a broom handle right to the ass.
Had I known. Yeah.
I freaking...
Full swing. I thought it was a stick.
I thought it was a stick, and I thought it was birch. I thought it would break, but it didn't break because it was made of pine. It was a freaking broom handle.
It was the handle of a shovel. I mean, it was black and blue for a while.
Brian did bring up a good point that we got to do the Bourbon Kentucky edition because we talked about it.
I know.
And we're going to have to do it old school with the cell phone.
Hey, Brian, can you set up a pod booth for us? We can just sit down and chill.
We just need to do it right at his nice table in the kitchen, and we need to bring a little kickstand for the phone. And
it would be fun.
Rock it old school.
We could do it.
I think that'd be fun.
We could do it. I like the idea. We talk about it every year, and every year we just sit there and do nothing because we're just I'm sitting all day and just killing deer. Killing deer is a lot of work.
Well, I think we're getting there's cool, pretty common thing at the Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo is people asking questions about in the woods plots and people doing the prep and people coming in going, my plot failed and why, and kind of diagnosing. Most of the time it was just didn't get enough sunlight or they planted it too late. But there's definitely still time here, especially around us.
Oh gosh!
I was really anxious to get in and frost seed now this snow is melting. We are probably 2 weeks from the 60s, so you still have some time.
Oh, yeah.
But if the weatherman, I'd like to be a weatherman because they're never right, but it looks like it's going to start warming up here in the next couple of weeks, and these temps are going to start climbing, nighttime temps at least. So I think probably now is the time to get in and get it done. We're going to have to.
We need the snow to go away.
We got to scramble and figure out how we're going to get the highway planted.
Oh, we got time. I mean, I still think we're 50 days away from actual leaf canopy. And just because you don't frost seed doesn't mean you can't plant in the spring, right? I mean, I think that backwoods plot at my house, I don't know if I've ever frost seeded it, but I've planted it every year before the leaf canopy and it greens up. So frost seeding is fun. It's awesome. But you can plant backwoods plots with comeback kid, hot chick, no BS without frost seeding, right? I mean,
yeah.
When you planted your hot chick highway, your food highway the first time ever,
we didn't frost seed it.
We didn't frost seed it. We tilled it up. And we probably should do that again because that was probably like 5 years ago. Like, honestly, think about it. It's time to
There's
kind of.
There's still chicory and clover in there.
Absolutely. So, to Timmy's point, the next 2 weeks up here are probably going to be ideal for frost seeding. I mean, we're going to be 50 to 30 every day, which is awesome. And it's that last stretch which we like. If you frost seeded before the snow, don't worry about it. Your seeds are just going to hang out there. They're not going to rot. They're not going to die. They're just going to sit there. They're not going to freeze. So no problem there. But if you can't frost seed in the next 2 weeks, or you have a bunch of work to do and you just aren't sure what to do, you've got time. You got a ton of time. So a lot of those backwoods plots, the success of them, to Timmy's point, pre-canopy. Let the seeds get sunlight. That's the ticket. That's why when we post pictures, you're like, that's photoshopped. It wasn't. It was just planted at the right time with the right mix. If you try to plant that plot in July or August, you're going to be upset.
Yeah.
Because there's no sun. But when it establishes with sun, then it can maintain through shade. So that's the ticket. And that's the fun part for the next month and a half. We get to do some work.
Get her going.
Timmy's got a lot of work to do. He's got to plant all of his food highways. Although that's really all for shade for you, really. The rest of it gets pretty good sun.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Which gives you plenty of prep work. I mean, you can plant clovers and chicories in April and May. Like, you don't have to do it now.
I'd like to get, the one thing I'd like to do is get out Target Field there and get some more hot chick comeback kid combo.
That'd be a good idea.
Get that sucker filled in.
I think ideally, in a perfect world, more of your property would be turned into perennials.
Yeah.
That top field, like, blow that thing up, kill all the weeds, get that thing in perennials.
Yeah.
Because your dad hates it. It's full of rocks. So
probably going to have to haul up
beat up the disc
100 bags of lime.
That'd be 5,000 pounds. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Crush it. That would suck.
That would suck.
Cool.
I want to talk about shed hunting, but Timmy won't let us because he just keeps avoiding it.
I have nothing to add, so I can sit here if you want to talk about it.
We do still have deer holding, which is absolutely absurd. For the life of me, 328, that's as late as I've ever seen deer holding antlers around here. Most of mine have dropped now, but I've seen people with pictures online, 8-pointer standing there, 328,
still holding.
Both sides. I mean, when we were in Kentucky last week, we probably saw 10 or 12 different bucks that were holding.
That's crazy.
It's just insane. And we found a bunch of sheds, bunch of good sheds. I found one I called the dagger buck. He had 2 daggers off both sides that I'm going to kill this year. So
wouldn't surprise me. Freaking Horseshoe Mike.
It's just fun to rub it in every once in a while. What else did we do today, Timmy?
Ate some Jimmy John's.
So if you've been following Beers and Bucks for the last 6 months, I've been on Timmy about he was supposed to get a schedule on this 2025 elk hunt.
Oh.
That we've been working on because we don't have any points. We don't want to spend a gazillion dollars to go to some of the states that you can spend a gazillion dollars at. So we're going to go on an elk hunt.
We booked an elk hunt.
We did, finally.
Going to Colorado.
The bros are going on an elk hunt.
It's going to be fun.
I booked it because he's the visionary and I'm the
integrator.
I do the things.
It's EOS. It's called traction.
I get that. Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
You think about it, talk about it, think about it, talk about it, dream about it, think about it, talk about it, dream about it.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm just going to fucking call him and do it.
You dropped the hammer.
That's a good idea.
We talked to them boys down in Wisconsin, and it's going to be did we request our guide?
Josh likes to run and gun. He's sick of those guys that don't do anything.
Yeah, well, I cramp, so we just gotta be careful.
I'm looking forward to running a gun with Timmy.
Well, the key is you got to have bananas.
The key is to not be the slow one.
There's this interview with this baseball player, and he's like, "But
Potassium.
I eat bananas."
Was it like Bobby Bonilla?
Because
Bobby Bonilla?
monkeys never cramp. They never cramp, and they eat 2 bananas a day, and so I'll eat 4.
Perfect.
Yeah. And I
think they bind you up pretty good, though.
It's a risk you got to be willing to take. You know what I mean? But I'm ready, and I think
I can't wait.
We're gonna kill a nice bull.
We've been talking about this for like 5 years.
It's game
the
time.
The fact that Timmy and I have never gone on elk hunt together is just.
It's go time.
Life's too short for that not to happen. Mm-hmm. So, I hope I can pass my horseshoe off to you on the elk hunt. I'm going to shoot one more deer in Kentucky, and then you're going to...
Mike's going to be like, you get first string, and then he's going to be like sitting over on a rock having a ham sandwich, and frickin' elk's going to come by and whack its head on a stick and tip over. Like, oh, yeah, I got one. Great. Yeah.
Is it better to be lucky or good?
Yeah.
I'll take lucky all day, man.
Yeah.
All day.
Oh, horseshoe. Well, it's going to be good. And I think... we're both going to kill bulls. Mine's probably going to be about 10 inches bigger.
Hope it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking all 238.
That's perfect. I'll shoot a 228 all day.
Oh, yeah.
Elk all day.
One question we didn't ask is how do we get the elk out?
I hope we carry that son of a bitch.
Strap it on?
Yeah.
That's probably too.
You've never had that experience? I have. It's worth it.
We did, but the horses did it.
Correct.
Yeah.
When we shot mine in Idaho and New Mexico, on the backs, 100 pounds in. It'll be good for you.
I don't know. I better start hitting the Peloton.
I think that's wise. You got a year and a half to figure it out. We're gonna get a couple other guys their first bulls this fall first. But
game on.
4 trips easy. There you go. With 2 guys, yeah, I would say 4 trips probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how big your bull is.
Maybe they got a 4-wheeler.
I mean, a head and antlers is almost 1. Head and antlers back straps, that's 1. That's 1 human. Each hind quarter is 1 human. Each front's 1 human.
Well, if I buy my goats that I want for the new property, I could bring a couple of them. We could strap some onto them.
The goats.
Ticks and sticks, my new business idea. Buckthorn and tick removal.
We came up with that on the way back from last year's deer turkey show, was it?
Yeah. You get the chickens. Yeah. We get eggs. We sell the eggs. The chickens will go eat the wood ticks. You release the goats. They eat the buckthorn, ticks and sticks.
I mean, it's just a brilliant business idea. We got a little lemon breaker beer mid going on. It's so good to have lemon breaker back.
There's like 19 of them. You guys are just crushing them.
We're hoping to just get the whole beer mid going.
Block you off.
I mean, it's easier if we just go like this. Take out 1 layer of the beer mid. I mean, it's good. Oh no.
Wisconsin. It's good and good for you.
I mean, it's good to have lemon breaker back. Now we just need to get rid of the snow. All right, Timmy, should we jump into some rapid fire?
Let's do it.
That's my favorite part. My favorite part. All right, I'm just gonna go right from the top. Sunflower seeds or beef jerky? Ooh, that's a really good one. I'm gonna go sunflower seeds because the smell of beef jerky every time that Marcus opens it in the truck.
Why does he always get it on road trips?
Every time we're on a road trip, he gets a bag of beef jerky, opens it, and it's like. Somebody shit their pants? Like, oh no, it's just beef jerky.
Oh, it's teriyaki. Like, you want some? Oh. No, frickin' seeds all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go seeds too.
Like respect the fellow passenger. You know, sitting there hammering his sun-kissed.
I mean, I do love those beef sticks. The beef sticks, those things are dynamite, but they don't travel into your pack very well. They gotta stay cold.
No, I don't trust the sticks. Like Cam was hammering those sticks.
No, they're from Deer's Locker.
No, he left a pack of sticks.
Oh, I saw those. Yeah.
In the exhibit hall.
Yeah, that probably
came back in the next morning first thing and was. There's no way that doesn't hurt.
Look at him. He's good. He's fine.
He's not good. He also ate like 48 chicken wings one time.
He did.
That's not ideal. I've never heard the story about the next day.
The buy one get one. I'll take 2 dozen. And get a free 2 dozen, then just eat all 48. Like the most impressive display outside of Kobayashi that I've ever seen.
Wasn't even sweating.
Oh no.
No problem.
No, I was impressive.
How many more could you have ate?
I think 48 was pretty tough to go down. Those last 2 you just kind of stared at.
Could you have done 5 more?
Yeah, it was hard.
I think he was maxed. I mean, maybe Joey Chestnut could have done more, but outside of that, I mean, it was pretty impressive. All right, the rapid fire round is off to a very rapid start.
One other side question: Does Sam's nickname Goose still
Hasn't
reside?
stuck. No, hasn't stuck. But he did do a today, or how the hell you do it? Do one. Ooh, there he is.
It's a goose. Yeah,
All right, grain or green? Why not both?
both.
Early or late season? Ooh.
Rut.
I love late season. It's my favorite time to hunt. But one of these years, I am going to kill a deer in the early season. I've never done it in my entire life.
Well, you have to actually hunt to do that.
That's maybe why I've never done it.
Yeah.
Huh. So I have to hunt in September.
Look at the mule. He excels at it.
He excels at just killing things. He's the best deer hunter on that property, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to get to the next one. Box blind or pop up? Box blind. If you ever hunt out of a box blind, you just kind of get lazy. They're nice and comfy, and they keep your scent down. You can hunt in any wind.
That pop-up I hunted down in Kentucky was pretty slick, though.
I mean, if you're hunting turkeys.
I could have schwacked him if he would have come in. But, yeah, box blind, for sure. I like a hang-on, though. I feel more comfortable. I feel more confident hunting in a hang-on than in a blind.
I feel like I'm hunting more in a hang-on than a blind.
Yeah.
I'll take a ladder, too. Those are fine.
Yeah, or Spency with his
The
saddle.
tandem saddle, him and Jakey.
Yeah. Those two
Playing scissors.
They get squirrely out there.
Weird. Oatmeal cream pies or Nutty Buddy?
Neither.
Cam?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal, yeah. Little Debbie's or oatmeal cream pies? Little Debbie's or the fudge brownie things, like the Cosmo brownies.
I don't like those.
So the Cosmo brownie wins.
No, those are gross. I like the
He's the
zebra cakes.
aficionado or whatever
But
you call it.
you can't put a zebra cake in the pack because then it just ends up being all mushed
Without
up.
it smushed, yeah. It's
But
hard.
then it just oozes. It doesn't. It's not the same
Yeah, I agree. All right, camel face paint or a mask?
because it's like you get the crunchy exterior of the cake and then it's crunched and
I knew that one was going to hold us up for a
then
while.
you have mush. It's
just knew it.
Not good.
I knew it.
I'm a face paint guy.
You are a face paint guy, and you paint the schnoz.
Well, but even you guys, like I see your pictures and you always hunt with stuff over your face. I can't, and your hood's on.
I wear my Fanatic hoodie, and I'll pop it up to here. But then when a deer comes, I got to pop it down because I need my kisser button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I like to hear, I don't know how you can hear with that. Maybe my hearing's not good. Mel always tells me.
Maybe you should check that out. I can hear just fine with a hood on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like face paint too, but I'm just kind of I get the old stuff that you can't hardly get off.
Yeah.
But then I put it on like Friday and I just take it off on Monday.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Dream buck, typical or non-typical? Ooh.
I want 2 drop tines where I can sit and hold it like this.
Love that. I want the biggest 8-pointer that you can imagine. Just a perfect 180-inch 8-pointer.
That's giant.
Well, he asked for my dream buck.
I just want 2 drop tines.
Just 2 of them. 105-inch deer with 2 drop tines.
Oh, yeah.
Dreamer. All right. I'd shoot him. Wooded plot or a field plot?
I like wooded.
I do too. We just posted this morning, I think it was, of a picture of one of Brian's plots down in Kentucky, and it's just like this little itty bitty finger. And we get a lot of questions online. How small is a plot or how small is too small? I tell you what, those little itty bitty wooded plots, I have a feeling you're going to probably kill more deer in those than you are on the field.
Brandon
In the daylight.
Pyre and I were talking at the Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo about the new house and putting the food plot in.
Oh yeah.
And putting
Who's going to put that in?
Jake is. He said he was, and Spencer. But putting like the water hole like a little closer to the wood edge, and making sure that you can shoot to that.
I think it's wise.
Because a lot of those, I don't know, urban bucks, I guess you could say, but even bucks in general, like. That you get a lot of daytime or nighttime pictures of them, they might come up to the edge, and if you got a water hole on the edge, they might come in for a little sippy sip,
They
and
got
then
the
they get
drink.
a little slick trick.
Ooh, I like that. Look, we did that.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
just made that up.
All right. Well, we'll 6 months from now, maybe 9 months, we'll come back to that story and see if it worked out for you.
Yeah, well,
We'll see if Spencer and Jake planted the plot. We'll see if you got the water hole in, and we'll see if you sent a slicky trick through the.
Yippee yip. Game on. We're gonna whack something out there this year.
This is another really good question. Keep it a secret or tell the truth after you miss. I'm a tell the truth guy.
Same.
Missed the deer. I'm an idiot.
Whoopsie daisy.
That sucked. I want to jump out of my tree or get back on the saddle. I mean, if you haven't missed, you haven't shot at enough deer. Seriously. I have missed more than one deer.
Have you ever missed a big deer?
What's big?
Like big, like 130 plus.
Yep.
140, 150?
Probably for sure a 140. And I've missed the 110-inch deer that Tim said was 142.
That's a good point.
Yep, missed 2. That's 2 for sure.
What about the one in Kentucky?
That was 140.
Yeah.
Missed him.
Missed it.
Yep, completely missed
And
him.
then what happened?
Then I shot one that was bigger.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I think I've probably missed a half dozen deer in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I've shot right over the back of at least 3 or 4 that I can remember. Like vividly just watching it sail over their back. Like, wow, you're an idiot.
My
Sweet.
first deer that I shot at with my bow, I hit but couldn't find.
I'm glad you stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The world's a better place because you did.
The first buck
Just
I shot
freaking
with the bow I thought was 146, and I think we got to remeasure it because I think it's probably more like 140. But I think Brendan and I got a little generous with the tape.
We'll give you 136.
It's more than one. Let's measure it this summer at the cabin.
I think we just stick to 146, call it a day.
It's not 146.
Who cares what it is?
Yeah, I can tell you
It's
that.
dead, it's on your wall, and it's pretty.
It is pretty.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
I'm more of a yes or no guy.
Yes.
When
Okay.
they walk out, it's like,
Oh, I thought
yep.
we were getting back to the
Oh, no,
questions.
we should. But no, like when they walk out, it's like, yep, or it's nope. I don't do the math in my head. Harvest does early season or late season?
I feel like we answered this
We
one.
did. We answer this every week, and I'm not sure what I say. I always do it late season, but I should probably do it early season.
Yeah. Either.
Whatever.
Schwack 'em.
Optifade subalpine or elevated 2? Oh my. The ultimate Sitka question. To me, he's more of a first light bro, dude.
I like the first light base layers.
Yeah.
I like the subalpine. That stuff's pretty
None of them send us free shit, so we can say whatever we want.
Yeah. I would say either.
I wear both together sometimes just to spice it up with first light base layers, just to piss off the entire world. It's great. I mean, if they send us free stuff, then we'll talk about their stuff more.
It'd be cool if we got like a little gift from Steve Renella.
Right? I mean, come on, Steve, just send us some stuff.
Beers and Bucks is pretty much as big.
I'm
as
sure he's
Beers
tuned
podcast.
in. I assume he's tuned in right now.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Compound or traditional?
I've never shot a traditional.
I haven't either. I'm not good enough.
Todd Hess here in Hudson, him and his boy do it. It's freaking
They kill
awesome.
They kill lots of deer with them.
I mean, I see the like reason why. It's super instinctual. It's super cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like fly fishing and traditional archery are like very similar, but I don't have time to like perfect the craft in either one.
Do you feel like you need to get like an ear pierced?
Thinking about it.
Yeah, if you do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be close to a trout stream, and I could get a bow. I'll pierce my ear, test it out.
I like trout fishing. I would love to get into some.
I'll take you trout fishing. There's like 6 trout
We
streams.
live right
in
next
10
to
minutes.
right next to some really good ones.
Yeah, the willow runs in
Hello.
the backyard.
I am not answering the next question, Zach. I'm not even going to say it out loud.
What is it?
How long do you wait to start tracking if it seemed like a good or a bad shot?
If you see the deer go down, go get it. If not, wait at least 2 hours. That's my goal.
Oh boy. I'm going to wait much longer than that. I might wait till tomorrow. If I don't know what it is,
If you don't know, but
if it seemed like a good / bad shot.
yeah, don't rush.
Yeah.
But it's like if you know you put a really good hit on it,
Oh, yeah.
and it's bleeding, yeah, it's dead. I'll go.
I still like to go have a beer, hang out, let things settle.
My buck 2 years ago we waited, 5 hours.
Is that the one you chased all over the country?
Yeah, we waited 5 hours and still it was not.
I've helped a certain gentleman that's a good friend of mine on multiple occasions where one time the next day this thing was still alive in its bed and he 10 ringed it, but it like ricocheted and went out by the nutsack. And the next year he 10 ringed it, ricocheted and went out by the belly, and we chased the thing a mile and a half and he was alive the whole time too. So I don't know.
Did he lay down like that bear after he took a little tap?
Oh,
I think we got to post that on the main page.
the bear's trying to get into the water tank and he like grabs the rope and it slings and hits him in the nutsack and he like
I think we get a post.
he feels everyone's
share
pain.
it.
We should share it. It's great. I mean,
The noise when
you
it
will
swings
cry.
around and whacks him,
Oh.
and the bear just takes a little quick 5.
it's one of those videos you just have to keep hitting play on. We've answered this before, but we're going to answer it again because it just deserves answering. Piss right out of the stand or bottle it?
I'm an out of the stand guy now.
I'm going to let her buck
Yep.
every time. It's good luck, I think.
Yeah.
Cover scent. I mean, I've done it every year in Kentucky. Which do you prefer to hunt?
Got to do that.
Bedding areas or travel corridors?
Depends when.
Fair. I'm going to do travel corridors. Rattling horns or rattle bag?
See, if I found sheds,
Fair.
that would help. I have the bag.
I'm a bag guy. Easier to carry around. Jake's obviously a rattle antler guy.
steal
He's
a
got
couple of
sheds just
Jake's
hanging
sheds.
all over the
I'm
place.
I need maybe a 110-inch set.
That's
Colin.
probably about right.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to scare.
You don't want it to be too heavy.
No.
A caliper release or a thumb release?
I like the one that straps to my wrist.
I'm going to pull the trigger, whichever one that one is.
I don't, especially, I've never shot with the one that you just have to hold in your hand, but I can't imagine like that ice cold November 5th morning where you have to try and grab onto it with your hand. Because I've had times where I've had to just yank that thing back with, like, it's strapped to your wrist.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the tree sometimes where I didn't know if I could pull the actual bow back anyways.
Yeah.
So imagine, like, not sure, but I like the trigger one. Buck decoy or doe decoy?
No experience.
I don't use many decoys. The one time I did, I scared the deer away.
Same.
Clearly, it was not a very big deer, but still.
I had a buck decoy.
Me too.
Yeah. But it was mine was kind of in the woods. It was weird.
So was mine. So it was probably user
You're not
error.
supposed to do that.
Correct. Probably spooked him, but I got bad taste. Jeff Nelson, he loves his decoys. Kills deer on them. Some guys kill a deer every year on a decoy. Normally it's a buck, I think, but you're gonna have to ask somebody with more expertise than us. Comeback kid or hot chick?
Both.
Together.
Do a little mixy mix. Yep.
Ooh. Kind of like. Do you mix them like this, or do you spread each one separately?
Mix them like this. Yeah.
Amen, brother man. Mineral block or pourable? Ooh, why not both, Kevin?
I think it kind of depends too on like how, if you can do it in your area, how often can you get out there? Because a block's going to have a little bit more resilience to it
Fair.
than, dumping it out. Like it's more resistant to rain and stuff like that. So I think
Mineral is going to last a long time too. They're going to eat in tablespoons instead of bucket loads. But he also said attractant, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like our new recharge bucket, one of those per site per month, be about perfect. Stockpile block lasts 2 to 4 weeks. Bad habit pregame, they will literally eat it as you pour it out.
Yeah, pregame.
All of it.
So
Every ounce.
we put it out. We put some of the pregame out on the new property, and within 30 minutes there was deer on it already. And they just crushed
The
it.
second time you put it out, they're just kind of sitting there waiting for you, staring like,
Come on,
Timmy,
Get
dump
on.
some of that shit. I know it's crazy. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's pretty neat stuff. If you're against attractants, then don't use them.
Opening morning during Wisconsin rifle season, coyote steps out. Do you shoot it or let it walk?
Oh, I'm letting it walk.
I'm killing it.
I mean, I'm probably going to shoot it because I don't see any deer anyways, so what's the difference? When's the last time you killed a deer opening day of gun season?
Never.
2009 for me. 2009. So I'm probably going to shoot 5 rounds at it and then reload and shoot 5 more because I'll probably miss it the first 9 times.
I've never shot one on an opener.
You've never shot a deer on Wisconsin gun opener
No.
in your entire life.
No.
That is a travesty. I am utterly floored.
Never.
How old are you?
35.
That's 23 hunting
I'll be
seasons.
36 in a couple weeks.
That's probably 24 hunting seasons. 23 for sure. and you've hunted every opening day and never killed a deer on opening day.
The only opening day I missed is 2020 when I had the vid.
And it's not like we're buck snobs where we're just passing up all sorts of. We like to shoot stuff.
Yeah, I never shot
So
it.
what's your problem?
That's too picky.
I just said we weren't buck snobs. I've seen your wall of antlers.
I have not. Yeah, literally never have shot
That-
one on opener.
Blows my mind.
Not a single deer. Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to my life.
Oh, somebody,
Like,
dear Lord, please help
when
us.
you're me, you just have to it's like embrace
I
the
think-
ability that you're going to get let down.
I think right there is proof that you need to let us take that lower field and turn it into what we want to turn it into. And then you need to sit there opening day and shoot the first deer of your life on opening day.
I want to see the plan and I want to see the execution.
I want you to shut the hell up and just follow along.
You got to get through. You got to get through the mule.
Oh, these are the least of my worries.
You can draw it out on the whiteboard for him
It's
tomorrow.
drawn out. He's already on board. He already told me.
I
I already told him we were going to do the work, and he's like, heck, I'm in.
All right.
He said, the less I got to do, the more I'm in.
Yeah.
We're going to take the blind from the center of the field, move it to the edge of the field so we can access it. We're going to put a water hole within 30 yards of it. We're going to put about a half acre of brassicas, preferably big sexy, in there so the deer can feed in. We're going to force them from the area where they enter the field with the brassica highway to the area where you're going to kill them. We're going to plant the rest in corn. We're going to leave it standing all year.
Sounds nice.
We're going to force them right in front of you. And then during gun season, when the corn is kind of lowered anyways, you'll be able to shoot the whole length.
It's nice.
Done.
There was 2 coyotes killed down in that field not too long ago.
Perfect.
Coyotes.
There you go.
What are we doing here? Where are our questions?
The last one is climber or hang on.
I don't do that.
I hang on.
Climbing stands freak me out.
I don't have a tree on my
What the
property
hell do you
that
do when there's branches?
I just-
You find a branchless
I
tree.
just said the same thing. I don't have a tree on my property I could use a climber on. Honestly, I don't have a big tall white or red pine because white pines have the branches. Red pines don't. You need a big tall red pine. And who wants to hunt a red pine forest? There's nothing there.
Oh, sitting there freaking looking like a jackass.
Although, have you ever climbed up in a climber?
No.
I feel like I'd get to the top and then the bottom would drop. I'd be like, oh, this is fun. Now
What
what?
do we do?
Yeah, now what? Maybe
What does Spency and Jake do when they tandem climb?
well, they strap into one another like, whoochink, and they're like,
But then do you have to grab each other's legs?
I assume.
What happens to the old
Jake gets down on one knee and Spencer hops up and he like boop, boosts him up and then he
up he
pulls him
goes?
up. I assume. I don't know. We'll do a live the next time they try to tandem dance. Or
I
whatever
want
they
to
call
do
it.
a video of them climbing up, doing that shit.
I'm sure Spencer will have it on video from every angle.
There's probably good logic in just doing the saddle thing. Maybe we're naive because we haven't tried it.
I am
Maybe we do a tandem on our elk hunt. We do a tandem sit.
a saddle.
Yeah.
On an elk hunt
Yeah, they said sometimes they sit in the evenings.
over water holes. There's not a lot of
But we
trees.
tell them like, hey, when we hunt together, and then we show them the saddle.
Together. Oh,
They're like, whoa, these guys are unique.
I thought he said they were brothers. Yeah, close enough. Oh God. Now we got down that rabbit hole. I don't even.
Let's do a giveaway.
Oh
before
yeah,
we
yeah.
forget.
So anybody that asked those questions for the rapid fire round, old goose over there, give us a honk quick.
I don't know if they can
Good. I
hear
wish it was louder. It's really good. Old goose is gonna. You elk hunting on Brokeback Mountain? Maybe. Old goose there picked a couple winners. Timmy, what's the first winner gonna win? Put you on the spot here.
I'm thinking.
We'll toss in one lemon breaker. Yeah, I know.
They're gonna get a lemon breaker.
Probably get arrested, but that's fine.
They're gonna get the comeback kid hot chick combo.
Whoa!
That's a big one.
So a comeback hit, a hot chick, and a lemon breaker?
Yep,
Gee, many crickets.
that's a big one.
That's a big one. All right, who is it? Chris Hansen.
From Hudson.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not the wrestling coach.
Yes, he is.
I feel like Chris Hansen's been a part of this since the beginning.
He taught me
didn't know.
everything I know,
Yeah.
even though he never coached me. He knows.
He didn't. He didn't know it, but he's been with us since the beginning here. All right, Chris, you got to send us a message, and we'll get you a hot chick comeback kid and a lemon breaker. I mean, he's probably had 1 million of them. I was supposed to be like a fun deal. Chris is probably drinking 6 of them right now. All right, next? What's the next person gonna win? We'll throw a lemon breaker in with the next one too.
They're gonna win a Sheddy hat.
Which one?
They're gonna say this one.
Oh, the tan Sheddy hat and a lemon breaker.
The tan Sheddy hat, a lemon breaker, and a jug of my favorite.
The no BS.
No BS.
All right, who is it?
Janet Bullard.
Janet? Oh, different Janet. Janet Bullard. I thought it was label Janet. Let's see, what's she doing watching? Janet, Chris Hansen, bang! Love that. Janet Bullard, no BS, tan Sheddy hat, lemon breaker. Not sure which one's the best, honestly. You need to message us, address, name. We'll get it sent out tomorrow on Good Friday because we'll all be here working. I know.
Boom.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta grind it out. The boys will be in town with a full house, just like right now. We got a whole bunch of people watching. We should just keep talking. What should we talk about?
I don't know.
We haven't talked about Colton much.
Well, Colton.
How's C-Man doing? Is he sleeping?
He's sleeping.
Is he peeing everywhere?
He's doing better there. We moved him up to size 3 diapers, so he's not
Got a
peeing
big
all over his diaper anymore. When I asked him how big his muskie's going to be, he goes, "This big."
Love that.
And I said, "Is it going to be
He
bigger?"
talks already at 3 months.
I said, "Is
Kid's
it going to be bigger than Papa Jeff's?" He's like, "Yes."
smart
So,
kid.
I've been
Those shoots, kids. They
not
just come out
secretly-
talking.
I'm what is that called? The like subliminal messaging. Like
That's what it's called.
you will musky fish.
Oh.
I'm hammering
You're just
him
trying
with
to,
it.
every morning you just wakes up
I
watching
sing him.
musky
I
fishing.
sing him a musky fishing song, and we
God.
watch musky fishing shows. And now that we're all through those, now it's time to start putting some like Seek One and some hunting shows on. Maybe some Red Arrow.
I like
And,
that. Get a little Kip Campbell in his life.
Just get them all juiced up.
Maybe just start watching Josie Wales.
Ooh.
I mean,
He always doubles back for a friend, Josie Wales.
there you go.
Yep.
That's a good guy to know when you double back for a friend.
Yep. I don't really have anything else.
It's been a good day. I mean, it's our 22nd episode. People are still listening. Talk shit, get hit.
We were talking about that at the Deer Expo. We had a rental down there at Springbrook and the Dells, and not really sure where that came from, Luke, but Timmy was on a little bit of a heater.
Came from a lot of alcoholic beverages. We can't leave until the pyramid is done. I'm telling you. Uh-oh. We got one more. This has been fun. Our 22nd episode. Hop and Barrel finally got their lemon breaker. They got sick of me screaming and yelling for the last 4 months. Finally got their lemon breaker out, so go find that in your local stores. And if you don't have them, that's a bummer.
I think they have it on tap too now.
Ooh, down in the old, what do you call it, the tap room?
Tap room.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is the shed hunting episode, but Tim didn't find any sheds, so we didn't talk about shed hunting. So maybe next time. Jake and Mike found some sheds, so that was good. JJ's found some sheds. I don't know if Cam has. Sammy's found a couple sheds. Spinner hasn't. He's been too busy working. Oh, he's got 2.
What about the Poop
Dang it.
Bandit?
The Poop Bandit? I think he's found a couple. He's found 6, yeah. The Poop Bandit. Oh, God. And JJ's got 14 names. When you come into the shop and you already have the name of somebody that's already been in the shop, you just get stuck with the name.
I really wish Goose would stick.
We're going to try. Nobody in here has their actual name other than Jake.
Why does Jake not have a
I don't
nickname?
know. We got Spinner, Goose, Poop Bandit. We got Don. We got the Bird. I mean, it's just
Jake sketches out more than any of us.
Jake is
Sketch.
Jake just doesn't have a nickname yet. He just doesn't. And we tried Ergie, but it's kind of boring.
Ergie, yeah. We got to find a nickname. Hey, help us give a nickname to Jake.
Yeah, I mean,
The guy gets a little
I
bit.
think as much as we razz the guy, we would already come up with one.
The dude gets Sheddy.
He does.
He gets
get
a
shit.
little anxious during deer
He
season.
gets anxious.
What else about Jake? He crushes the Peloton,
Oh yeah, him and Kendall.
but he can't do the crunch thing. He's trying to. He had some chips on him earlier. I brushed those off. We need to come up with a nickname for the erg.
Or the
Give away the best nickname gets
All right, yeah. All right, I like that.
Help us come up with a nickname for Jake, and if it's selected by
If
the
it
crew,
sticks.
the crew has to, like, I came up with Goose for Sam last weekend. We'll see if it sticks.
Somebody's calling the shop
We
phone?
we gotta get a nickname for Jake Ergen, old Sheddy himself.
He
And
is.
if it sticks, then you get a nice package.
Ooh, I like that. A Sheddy package.
Wild card.
I mean, it's going to be a tough one.
Call Jake, State Farm.
We'll ship you all of Jake's sheds.
Jake from State Farm. Yeah, by the way, Jake, you have to give all of those away.
Jake, what are you wearing? Khakis. The wild card, Jake the Snake. Here we go. I mean, it's got to be really. I mean, we got. Yeah.
Well,
It is Easter weekend.
yeah, happy Easter, everybody, and I think we'll just cut it before Timmy says something.
Yeah, I mean, we're to that point where normally when you get to the top of the beer mid, it's time for us to say goodbye.
I want it noted that I only have 2 of those.
Oh. All right. Should we sign off?
Yeah, let's sign off.
Thanks all. Have a happy
Easter,
Easter.
everybody.
We'll see you in April. Happy shed hunting. Happy frost seeding.